Hello, this is Billy Core from Carolina Circle City. It's Thursday, February 23rd of 2012, and about a year and a half ago I did a video here on YouTube regarding a Dell Dimension 2350. Now, as you know, the Dell Dimension 2350 was my main computer from ages 13 to 18. And back in 2008 I gave it away, and I haven't seen it since. However, about a month ago, I was able to take the Dell Dimension 2350 I had gotten from a customer, which you've seen in a video before. I was able to take it and swap it out with the guy that I gave my original to, and I got my original Dell Dimension 2350 back, and here it is. Now, a little bit of a background on this computer. Let's go back to the year 2003. I was 13 years old, and at the time I was using a Gateway computer I had bought brand new in March of 2001. And let's just say, I don't think they should have called it a computer. I think it was more of a medieval torture device. I mean, it was a high-spec computer. It had a Pentium 3, a 40 gigabyte hard drive, and pretty much the works, but for whatever reason that computer just never worked right. Well, for one thing, it originally came with Windows Millennium, and which can ruin a computer right there. But even when I upgraded it to Windows XP, it didn't do a great deal of improvement. So in June of 2003, I saved a little bit of money, and I got rid of that horrible computer and replaced it with this. This is the Dell Dimension 2350, and I went all out on this computer when I bought it. Let's see, it was June of 2003, and let's see, it originally came with a 60 gigabyte hard drive, which is still in here. Let's see, how much? It came with 256 megabytes of RAM, a 2-point-something gigahertz Pentium 4 processor. We'll figure out what exactly it is when we boot it up in a little bit, and a CD-ROM drive. This isn't the original. For whatever reason, I've had this happen so many times with optical drives, the door wouldn't open anymore. So I had to replace it with this one about a month ago. And it also came with something that was very, very ahead of its time for 2003, a DVD writer, which is right here. Now, this was obviously my first DVD recorder. Now, unfortunately, it's so old it can only record to DVD plus R's and plus RW's. It will not read or record to a DVD. Well, it'll read, but it will not record to a DVD minus R or minus RW. So that's kind of unusual there. And this still works too. Let's see. That's flip it over to the back. Got the original power supply, the PS2 keyboard and PS2 mouse, serial, got dusty back here, got serial, parallel, VGA out. This is Intel graphics, which is not any good in my opinion. Sound card, 4 USB ports, Ethernet. And I added this about a month ago. This is an ATI something something. All I know is it's 256 megabytes and 56K modem. And if we turn it back around here, let's take a look inside. See, we got a there's the processor right there. This pops open to reveal the processor, but I'm just kind of stuck right now and I don't want to break it. And it's awful dusty in here. Let's see, and there's the CD-ROM, the DVD burner. There's the floppy drive. I had to replace it just today because the other day I tried to turn this computer on. It made a horrible, horrible, horrible grinding sound, and it was the floppy drive, so that definitely needed to be replaced. Okay, this there's the memory. Like I said, it originally shipped with 256 megabytes, but back in 2007, I finally upgraded it to 1 gigabyte of RAM, which maxed it out. There's the hard drive. It's a 60 gigabyte Western Digital drive. I'm thinking about upgrading it soon. Let's see. There's the ATI card I added in recently, and the modem. Alright, that's the computer. Let's see if we can hook this back up and fire it up. Okay, we're back. This is the keyboard I'm using for it, this natural keyboard. Don't really like it, but this is the only one I have available for it. And this is actually the original monitor that came with it. It's a 15-inch Dell monitor, LCD. First LCD monitor I ever owned. You've seen it, I think you've seen it before in other videos, but this is where it originated from. And this right here is a Sound Blaster Extigy sound card. My dad bought this back in 2003. He had a Dell Inspiron 2650 laptop he uses a desktop computer, and he had surround sound speakers, and obviously you cannot plug surround sound speakers directly into a laptop, well, at least back then. But you have a so he bought this, which worked just fine for it, and I have the sound card now. He has a newer computer now, so ownership became to me, but unfortunately this does not work on Vista or 7. It only runs on XP and below. But I don't have any surround sound speakers hooked up to it, but I have these. I just have it hooked up because I have it. But anyway, let's turn this computer on. And something is obviously not right. Hold on. Sorry about that. Turns out one of the memory modules was loose or something. I had to take it out and put it back in, but seems to be working now, so here we go, take 2. Here we go. Let's go into system setup. Alright. Here we go. It's an Intel Pentium 4 running at 2.20 gigahertz. 400 megahertz front side bus. There's the memory banks. We got 512 in each. Now let's boot into Windows. Yeah, I had to shut it down in a way I shouldn't have, so here's Windows XP Professional Service Pack 3. That's what I got running on here. It originally came with Windows XP Home Edition Service Pack 1, but I put Professional on here recently. It is a good sound card for it being USB only. Yeah, I must have plugged everything up wrong. I also forgot to mention this Sound Blaster Exige comes with a remote control. Alright, and this is a mouse I'm using. It's a cool little Acer optical mouse I got recently. Okay, let's go under System Properties. Alright, we got Windows XP Professional Service Pack 3, registered to me, 2.20 gigahertz, and a gig of RAM. Here's that PCI ATI Radeon 9200. The only thing that makes me mad about this computer is that it doesn't have an AGP slot. There are the two optical drives, the DVD plus RW I should say, and the Light-On CD-ROM that I added it recently. Yeah, the BCM 56K modem, monitor. That's a Broadcom 440X integrated controller. And the Creative Sound Blaster Exige. And the Pentium 4. There's a hard drive. As you can see, I'm going to upgrade it soon. I also forgot to mention the history behind this computer line. This was pretty much an entry-level computer for Dell, but a very good one at that. They originally had the Dell Dimension 2300, and then they replaced it with the 2350, which I got here. Then after this came the 2400. I think there was one more after that, but I can't remember what. Anyway, and one program I got on here is Microsoft Plus for Windows XP. Very fun little program because it comes with one of my old-time favorites, Hyperbowl Plus Edition. A strike. All with one hand. It only has 2 lanes on here. I think there was a full version of this, but I never did get it. You have your classic, which we were just playing, and Ends of Run. Strike on that one too. Okay, enough of that. And I have internet on here. Open up good old Mozilla Firefox. Can't remember if I installed Adobe on here or not. I mean, that is Adobe Flash Player. loads YouTube happily. Yeah. A lot of good memories of this machine. As a matter of fact, as crazy as it sounds, this was the computer I was using at the exact moment I started liking Carolina Circle Mall, or studying, that is. Let's see, back in February of 2005, I was on this computer browsing the internet, and I came across this website with pictures taken inside of Carolina Circle Mall. I found those pictures, and I was just amazed at them, and all these memories started coming back, and I decided to start studying Carolina Circle Mall. So it was on this computer when I decided to do that, and 7 years later I'm still doing it. Now, what do I have planned for this computer now in 2012? Well, I might use it as a good word processor once I get a better keyboard, that is. I'd like to find an IBM Model M, because I hear that's good for writing. So let's go ahead and shut this down now. Runs pretty fast and for a 9-year-old computer. Alright, and that was the Dell Dimension 2350. This is Billy Core signing off.